Hello and good morning. We are here on a beautiful dog walk, a philosophical dog walk in Observation Park, by the way. Very fitting name. And today, this week actually, I've been thinking a lot about boundaries. In the past, I was always scared to express my boundaries because I was afraid they would upset people. And that was like my biggest fear. I didn't want to upset anyone. But recently, I have been expressing so many boundaries, and to my delight, they have actually resulted in positive responses from the people with whom I am expressing them. And so I was thinking, when you have a boundary, it's sort of like giving shape or giving a container to that relationship, whatever it may be. So let's say whatever relationship we're talking about, work or family or romantic relationship, is like a tall glass of water. You need a container to put it in, or else it's just going to be all over the floor, and you're not going to be able to enjoy it. So as I've learned to express my boundaries and my needs, that's given other people the opportunity to decide if that is for them or not, in a healthy way, right? Because when we don't have boundaries, we tend to get regretful or bitter, or that feeling of like, well, I gave up my boundary to please you, but they didn't even know that, right? They weren't asking for that. Also, if you struggle to create boundaries with humans, I recommend a dog, because I had never said no so much in my life until I got my first dog a few years ago. And it's really interesting because with dogs, it's not just verbal, it's action, right? You have to show them the boundaries, whatever they may be, right? And that's important with humans too. You can't just say one thing and then do another. So lots of good learning with animals. Ooh, one more thing. I love the phrase, clear is kind. And so as you establish your boundaries or expectations, being clear is being kind. And so telling someone what your expectations are, what your needs are, it's not upsetting or mean, it's being clear. And that is being kind, because I think so many people these days, they're afraid of upsetting other people. And that leads to a huge lack of clarity. And then everyone's just feeling like they're in the gray area, and assumptions are made, and then everyone's feeling bad. It's just not a great situation. So that is one of my learnings I wanted to share. And it applies to work and business very much, because you have to know in business what the container is that you're working from. What are the expectations? What does success mean? What are you really willing and able to do with the precious time that you have? If you think about what is your zone of genius, so to speak, or your skill set, and how can you best use that, and put boundaries around your time. I talked about that yesterday with deciding to give up those live one-on-one tutoring sessions. When I first started Go Natural English, I had to make a boundary. I had to say, I am not available for this, even though it was good and fun, and I was able to help people. I had to set that boundary in order to grow. So yes, boundaries can really be helpful. Expectations, containers, so to speak. Where do you draw the line? And that is actually a great opportunity for growth and keeping the right people in your life and the right work in your life. All right, have an amazing day. Bye.